Voice of Hope. I'm John Gardner. Horace Greeley said, "Go west, young man. Go west and grow up with the country." In America, we all have the opportunity to go wherever we want, whenever we want, and pursue the opportunities that we perceive America gives us. And in communist China, you can't do that. In Cuba, you don't just go to the other side of the island and decide to study and take a career in this. And this is a blessing that many Americans take for granted. And I didn't. I had the dream of going west from a very young age. I grew up in a very religious environment, many years spent on a hard plank, listening to a lot of hooting and hollering and camp meetings. And we did not have a phone growing up. We did not have a TV. And so I read about the frontier, American frontier, Jim Bridger, Kit Carson, Daniel Boone, wagon trains heading west on the Oregon Trail, on the California Trail, forging a life for yourself. I wanted that challenge, and it kind of seemed natural as an American because our forefathers came from Europe looking to escape oppression and live the life that they wanted to without being told how. And it was exciting to me to think that that was something I would do. I kind of always knew it as a kid. So one of my earliest memories of how I started to develop the idea to come to California and go west was we didn't have a TV, but every Christmas for a week, my dad would go to the video store and rent a TV, carry a big TV to the car and a VCR, and we were allowed to pick only the innocent videos, very old from the 40s and 50s, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, To Kill a Mockingbird. We got in trouble one time because we got Hang 'em High, and Clint Eastwood was in a bathtub with a red-haired lady, and that just got shut down right away. Then when I was 14, I got hit by a car, and I was in the hospital for a while, and I had a color TV, and I could watch as many movies as I want. I was 3 square meals a day. I was away from my family, and I was exposed to pop culture. I watched Superman for the first time there in full color, and Last of the Mohicans with Daniel Day-Lewis and Madeline Stowe going across the frontier, and I was like, that's what I want to do with my life. I want to tell stories. I want to be involved in great cinematic storytelling and inspire people just like I've been inspired by these movies. So in high school, I saw a lot of my friends. The real crackdown came, kids being beaten because they got caught listening to rock and roll music or Guns N' Roses or Nirvana. Kids would be humiliated in front of their classmates, and I hated it. I hated seeing that oppression. And so I decided that after basketball season, my high school year, I was going to drop out, which I did. I didn't complete high school, and I took a duffel bag of books and a duffel bag of clothes, and I headed west to get away from the condemnation and judgment I felt for being a normal person. And so I did what Horace Greeley did. I headed west. I was very fortunate when I landed in LA at 18 years old. I had a strong group of mentors look out for me. I was so fortunate. I got my Screen Actors Guild card. I had all the support I needed to be successful, but I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't want to do it anymore. And what I learned about myself is that I came west to be free. And people in Hollywood are not free. We perceive they are because how they wield fame and fortune, but Hollywood has become a mecca of intolerance for any difference in thought or opinion. You can get canceled for one tweet. Look at Gina Carano. I fled Ohio and that environment because I thought I would find freedom here. And I believe this dynamic is fueling a red state renaissance. And ironically, the Midwest that I fled now seems to be growing and becoming a safe haven for diversity of opinion and thought. And that is why I say, go to the Midwest, young man, or young woman, or whatever your pronoun is. I'm John Gardner, and this is the Voice of Hope.